Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, we're gonna do a different location. The traveling tarot has commenced. I hope you enjoy the view. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully it's a beautiful day where you are. It's gonna be a fast one. Hopefully, you know, I say that and then it never pans out a fast one, but I'm hearing something like on the radio, it was Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz. And another song that came to me after that song was Who Says You Can't Go Home? And I feel like that's from Bon Jovi. But let's call in spirit. We always need to call in spirit to get the party started. So let's do that. Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. And I certainly do thank each and every one of you for tuning in, showing up and showing out. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that these are timeless, so whenever you get this reading, even if it's 10 years from now, enjoy the view. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. So let's get started with it. So somebody wants to come home to you. That's what I'm hearing. Who says you can't come home? Who says you can't go back is what I'm hearing. So they're trying to be optimistic about a situation. And like I said, timeless readings. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Flip the roles as you see fit. And if it doesn't fit, you must quit. Now this one flew out, 10 of Wands. So somebody is feeling overburdened, maybe by their choices. We'll find out. We'll find out. Spirit, Wands is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but it is here as a signage. Okay. Could be aspected in the chart as well. We have more than one astrologically. 8 of Wands, something wants to happen quick. Something's coming in quick. The King of Wands could be coming in quick. A leader. It's Leo energy too. Aries, Leo, Sag. Wands is here a lot. Like fearless energy, something where a leader, this person could be a leader or wants to present themselves as taking control of a situation. Maybe they are controlling, but a King of Wands is a person that if they're a king, they should be balanced in whatever aspects that Wands is. Like sexual energy could be balanced in that regard. Could look at something more in a balanced way versus overly, if it's in the reverse, right, it's overly sexual. Maybe they want to show you something. 9 of Cups. Yeah, somebody wants victory here. 9 of Cups, where they're sitting there and they're looking at their legacy and everything that they've achieved. This could be a person, this King of Wands, could be overburdened by their choices. Something that they did quick. Maybe gave their cup to somebody else. Maybe let go of something that they invested in for a long time is what I'm hearing. 3:13 on the clock. Yes, their choices have burdened them. 2 of Cups. They gave their cup of love to somebody else. Maybe they had a relationship with you and then they switched sides to somebody else. Juggling, 2 of Pentacles. That's why I'm saying that. Now it feels like from the idea of victory in a situation where they would be sitting back, they would have everything they wanted. There was something like, it felt like, or it feels like there's something missing in this person. In their mind, there was something missing in the relationship between the two of you. So what they did, instead of going inward to say, what could I contribute to make it a better situation? They looked outward. As in, I feel like it's somebody else that I need to be with. They could have done this on the regular to you. Take it how it resonates. Don't make it fit if it doesn't. But it feels like that. And they were always seeking validation outside of the connection. Instead of trying to water the garden, they were always looking at other people's landscape, so to speak. And they gave their couple love to maybe a person that they felt was going to give them that 9 of Cups. Fill their cups, a legacy, something they could be proud of. And not to say they're not proud of you, but I don't think that they were really proud of themselves, to be honest with you. 444 on the clock as confirmation. They were juggling you and another person. And now it's like 7 of Pentacles. Now they're working hard and they're financially strapped. They're not getting anywhere. They may have some money, but it's like they're looking at everything they don't have anymore. And one of them is you, the person who was supportive to them. Because when you came along into their life, you were a blessing from the universe. 4 of Cups is here, but they couldn't see the value in you. And I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I'm just reading energy. The Hangman. Something was left unsaid. Something was left unread. And that could be you. And this connection. They could have had the 9 of Cups with you. They could have had it all. But they what is it? Fucked around and found out. That's what I'm hearing. Now they're thinking to themselves, you were home to them. And who says you can't come home? They want to fly away. They want to leave this so-called idyllic situation that they picked over you, and they want to come home. But they're not convinced that they can anymore. 555 on the clock. Justice is here, though, for the Queen of Wands. Ooh, a match. The King and Queen of Wands. That would have been a power couple. But 5 of Cups, they put you in competition. 5 of Wands, I'm sorry. 5 of Wands, they put you in competition with somebody else. Started something new, Ace of Swords. But it's the devil. It's addictions. It's self-worth. It's lack of self-worth. It's being controlled by maybe... See, they're not the King of Wands, man. They presented themselves as. Maybe even controlling person trying to control a narrative like it's your fault or you were lacking. But it's them. It's their self-worth that was at risk here. They weren't really a king, but they presented themselves as a king. But they have addictions. They have codependencies. It's like they're not working hard. They're enslaved. They're enslaved to their own sexual desires, is what I'm hearing. You were their star, their wish fulfillment, but they were looking for fulfillment outside of the connection with you. 3 of Cups, partying, perhaps met this person partying. They put you in a third-party situation with somebody else, is what this card represents. You're the Empress, and they left an Empress. Yikes. They left an Empress. For what, Spirit? What did they leave an Empress for? Wish fulfillment. So they were wishing for somebody else. Yeah, they thought they were going to have victory with somebody else. 4 of Wands. Celebrating too soon is what I'm hearing. There's a High Priestess here. And this is an upright High Priestess. But look, the second card is 7 of Swords. Outside after that. So they were a deceptive High Priestess. Somebody that was working their magic. Somebody that could have given them something in their drink. Because Ace of Cups is here. To make them more emotional and more... What is it called, Spirit? More susceptible to turning to them, like making them look a certain way. They wanted to look a certain way. 808. Yeah, look at this. Insane in the brain. Yeah, insane in the brain. It was like this person, they made them insane. They made them crazy for this, crazy and craving this person. Make them soften their feelings for this person. Ace of Cups runneth over with emotions. It was a magic. It was a spell. Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, the world. They thought they were going to have success. Maybe even this person who did this thought they were going to have success in bamboozling your person into like choosing them. Thinking that your life was so great that they wanted to live it themselves. So they were going to steal it instead of earning it, right? Get their own person. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Maybe that put you in hermit energy. Maybe you had to walk away. 5 of Swords. While they stood there. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Victory. Yeah, they thought they were victorious. They thought they got something over on you. There could have been a lot of lies and there could have been a lot of illusions that were cast. That you were the problem. You were the burden that they had to release, the 10 of Swords. They were, yes, and choose them instead. And that they would make this person's life better. That they were trapped, the devil energy, right? They were trapped in a connection with you, but their life would be so much better. They'd have that 9 of Cups, everything they were looking for if they just like released the ball and chain. And so they were juggling that back and forth because they had a history with you. And all of a sudden this person like offered themselves like a star energy, like a wish fulfillment. Maybe even undressed in front of them or like made it very obvious they wanted this person. Yes, and your person was like maybe drinking and had their inhibitions lowered, and they went for it. I want you, and they were like, okay, unzip, bonjour. Yep, that's what happened. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, a new beginning. A new beginning with a, I'm hearing trash box. Damn, trash box. The Hierophant. Yes, they left you. You were somebody that they could have been married to. They left this traditional connection and left you out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Waiting for the ships to come in with this other person. Three of Wands, but this was an illusion. The Moon is here. They were only going to end up with Three of Swords, heartbreak. Because this person was going to move on after they drained them. The Chariot. They could have been receiving downloads, Four of Swords, and dreams about this. Yeah, this other person's stingy. Four of Pentacles with their time, their energy, and the money. They ain't going to give them anything. They thought they were going to win with this person. Waiting for their ships to come in. Two of Wands to get nothing out of the deal. To be lost and left. Oh boy. Yeah, they're a fool. They feel like a fool right now. And Nine of Wands. Overburdened. Like a victim. Like, you know, like they wanted to leave you like that. You being so generous to them. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, Eight of Cups. They're walking away, or you had to walk away with empty cups from this person. They wanted to bind you and blind you to the truth that they were taking everything from you and keep you pigeonholed. Eight of Swords. Not being able to move forward, but you have the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Pentacles, and you might have a Knight of Cups coming towards you to offer their cup of love. And a King of Swords. And a King of Pentacles. Somebody's very nostalgic. Thinking about you. Could be your past person. Six of Cups. Somebody is. And there's a judgment from the universe on this situation. Yeah, they're putting the kibosh down. It's like, hell no, we're not putting you through this no more. This person was back and forth, feeling lack within themselves, but seeking attention outside of the relationship. Thinking that, yeah, their ships were going to come in, Three of Wands, that they were going to get a victory. But it was all an illusion. Because all they got out of it was heartbreak. And realizing that you were home. Yeah, and now it's like they want to know whether they could come home. Marc Anthony's on, I need to know. They need to know how you feel about them, because you might be guarded and not really contacting this person anymore. After what they did to you, they broke your heart. Seeking relationships, yeah, third-party situations and stuff with other people. All right, let's end it, Spirit. I gotta get out of here. So, Spirit, give me a couple more cards, please, for this viewer. What's gonna happen here, Spirit? You're gonna have a victory, Six of Wands. You're being celebrated on some level, and now there's competition for you. Five of Wands. You're balanced, and you are a wish fulfillment. This person made a huge mistake not choosing you. An ending is here, death. You're going to go on to other things. Ace of Cups. You're the Queen of Pentacles. Motherly, witchy, somebody that is a money maker, somebody that it works hard for their coin, somebody that's going to get someplace. 13:31 on the clock. Two of Cups, you're going to be offering your cup of love, or a cup of love is going to be offered to you, because there are other options here, and the world is here. You're going to have success, and they did you a favor, really. This King of Wands is here. They're looking at you as their wish fulfillment now. This could have been a while ago. Past, present, or future energy is always at play. They're learning a hard lesson about loyalty. I believe that you are a high priestess, but there's a high priestess and a magician. So there's two people here that were deceived. Yeah, there was an illusion placed upon them. This could be you and your person that's coming up, the magician. And there's going to be a Ten of Cups here and Four of Wands, a victory. Yeah, so you're going to have victory here. Or this other person's going to have you as a memory. Someone they used to know. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you play around and find out. You know what I mean? You were always their wish fulfillment. You were their gift from the universe. And that doesn't come around every day. You have strength and the infinity sign. I mean, there's nothing you can't accomplish. This was the person they should have chose. Yeah, they doubted you, but you're the high priestess. You are loving Queen of Cups. You're the balanced person here. You're the one that's going to get this victory. And they're just going to have to take the L. Yeah, they're going to have to take the L on this one. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Empty cups. Empty cups and regret is what I'm hearing. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, they were stingy with their time, their money, their energy, but justice is coming for you. You're working hard, 8 of Pentacles. You're a generous person, 6 of Pentacles. And you're going to have the 10 of Pentacles. It's all starting, even if you haven't seen it, it's in the works right here. Ace of Wands is here. So you keep going and you keep going. After 10 of Swords in your back, being deceived, you're going to find happiness. 15:51 o'clock. That's all I have for you today on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe. Enjoy my tribe because I would love to have you. Till next time. Be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.